Before this happened, I had a dream about us.
What were we doing?
We were bonding with our baby.
What did it feel like?
It felt normal.
Is there a part of you that's relieved?
Why would you ask me that?
I just know at first you didn't want it.
Okay, but I changed my mind.
What's up, y'all? What is up? It's your girl EJ, and I am back with another The Shy Talk. Now, today we're going to be talking about season 5, episode 8, entitled Sweet Thing. And y'all, we're going to be focusing on the kids of the Shy on this one. Let's get into it. Okay, y'all, so we're going to start out with Jake and Gemma. Now, you know that these two have been going through it ever since they lost their baby. Now, they've both been dealing with this in their own way. And in this particular episode, we're going to kind of see them come together and try to deal with this trauma. Now, your boy Jake is going to go and get Gemma a card, which seems to be the common theme in this episode. Everybody buying cards. So he's going to go see her. You're going to kind of see the ambiance that's kind of set is all of these different get well cards, balloons, and all of these flowers and things like that people have sent to her. And she's just kind of going to be in the bed, just laying there. And you can see that she's going through it. Now, he's going to give her a card. And of course, Gemma's going to read it. You can tell that she's really not into it, but she's definitely going to be polite about it and thank him for the card. But, we can definitely understand that she's going through something. So she's not going to be bright and bubbly about getting a card for Valentine's Day. Now, meanwhile, Jake was going to go off to school, but he decided to stay there with her because he felt like he was needed there and that he didn't need to be at school. So they're going to basically spend the day together, and they're going to be talking things out and just trying to figure out their feelings. Now, Gemma's telling Jake about, the dream that she had, and she's talking about how, they were bonding with the baby and things like that. And Jake is going to, ask her, does part of you feel relieved about the situation? And she's going to kind of, catch an attitude with Jake, like, why would you ask me something like that? And the reason why he asked was because in the beginning, she didn't necessarily want to keep the baby, so he's just asking a question. And then he also asked about the dream and was it a boy or a girl, and she kind of snaps out on him about that as well. And Jake is just like, I can't say or do anything right. And she's going to tell him that there's nothing that he can say that's going to make her feel better. Now, I feel like, on this episode, we see this side of Jake where he's trying to be there for her. Like, he doesn't really know what he can do, but he knows that he wants to do something. And so he's just trying to be there to comfort her and let her go through her emotions and feelings while still having emotions and feelings himself, because he too is going through something and he is also feeling the hurt as well. Now, these two are going to continue to talk, and I think that this couple is going to be just fine. Like, at first, I was kind of like, I don't know if these two are going to make it, but I feel like this is not going to hurt them. I feel like it's going to make them stronger. I don't see them breaking up or anything like that, but I do see them growing from this, and I see, I don't know, I just feel like they're going to get through this. Now, Gemma's dad, I've been loving Gemma's dad for whatever reason. I don't know. It's just something about his character has just really stood out this particular season to me, because I feel like in the last season, Marcus felt kind of shady almost, or he just felt like he was just doing too much. But this particular season, we really get to explore Marcus being a father, and you get to see this father side of him show up a lot. And I love seeing this side of him, which has in turn made me really enjoy this character as he's being there for his daughter. He's comforting his daughter. He's letting her know that everything is going to be okay. And he's not giving her like a cookie cutter, Like 100%, it's going to take some time. You know what I'm saying? It's all in God's plan. And so I really think that the support system that Gemma has for her is going to make it to where she's going to be okay and she's going to get through this whole situation. And I think in the last scene that they're in together, she just tells him that, you know, I'm never going to be the same after this. And then he basically tells her the same thing. And they're both trying to figure out when this is going to end, like when it's going to stop hurting. But, you know, at the end of the day, I think that they just have to let the pain happen and run its course. And yeah, this couple's going to be just fine, y'all. Meanwhile, your boy Papa and Bakari are having a heart-to-heart. They're talking, you know, Papa's realizing he by himself on Valentine's Day and he there with Bakari because he by himself on Valentine's Day. But more than that, they have a serious conversation and Papa's like, look, you need to apologize to Jemma and Jake. And Bakari's like, but why? And he's like, something that you did caused this to happen. You know, and, you know, he says that he didn't try to do it. And while I understand that and I get that, at the same time, I think that it's time for this character, Bakari, to take, you know, responsibility for his actions. His actions caused that to happen. Had he never pulled that gun out, had he never walked over there to that security guard, had he never done any of that, then it's safe to say that Jemma would not have been trampled because the gunshots wouldn't have went off and people wouldn't have started running. Therefore, their baby would still be alive. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, in the end, you know, something else wouldn't have happened. But in this particular moment, his actions caused this. And he needs to own up to that. And I think that Papa, you know, telling him this, I think he's listening. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to say I did a video a few weeks back about was Papa going to be good for Bakari or was Bakari going to be bad for Papa? And I think that this episode kind of answers that question in a sense because we're seeing that Papa is trying to get him to do the right thing. Now, they are going to talk about him having a little crush on somebody. And so Papa says, hey, I'll write this letter for you, but you're going to have to go and apologize. So they agree on that. They head on over to Lene's and Papa gives Lene the card and she reads the card and she's like, okay, who is this from? And then in comes your boy Bakari. So looks like they're trying to create a little love interest between Bakari and Lene. And I ain't even gonna lie, y'all, I don't like it. I don't like it at all because I still don't know if there's redemption for Bakari or not. Like, I don't know if he truly is remorseful or if he truly wants to change. Like, I just don't know where this character is going. And I like the character Lene. And I think that this could either be bad for her or good for him. And I'm not sure which one it is just yet. So I'm not going to write it off all the way, but I don't know, y'all. But she does also mention like, hey, I know what you did. And she believes that he owes Jemma and Jake an apology as well. So, you know, Bakari is going to have to go make this apology. He's going to have to make this right before she's going to move forward with him with anything. So I don't know how Jake and Jemma are going to take this apology, how they're going to accept this apology. I don't know if it's too soon to talk to them about it, but I feel like the sooner he has this conversation, the better that it's going to be. To be honest, I feel like Jemma is going to be probably more willing to accept his apology than Jake is, and that's just because him and Jake have history. So I don't know, it could be vice versa, but I really feel like that's the way it's going to be. Let me know what y'all think about that. So anyway, our other little couple, Kevin and Simone, they're just so gosh darn cute together. I think Kevin finally, y'all, has found someone who he can really rock with. And I think this character is really good for him. I mean, Moon Girl is great. I mean, I really love her character. So they're having a nice little dinner. And of course, her grandmother is making her leave the door open. Y'all know how they go. Leave the door open. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't close that door. So he gets her a gift. And I remember earlier in the episode, Lene is like, no, you know, girls, they say this, but they really want this. But I'm like, not this girl. This girl is different from most girls. And I think Kev knew that. And he went with a gift that would mean something to her. So he named a star after her, and she loved this gift. And she said it was the most thoughtful gift that anybody has ever given to her. So I don't know. I'm just really liking this couple together. I hope we get to see more of her character, because she does actually bring some good comedy relief when she's in the scenes. I really am enjoying her so far, and I hope her and Kevin are going to make it. I hope this is going to be a thing for Kevin. Okay, y'all, so that's what's up with all the kids from The Chi. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. Let me know if you think that Lene and Bakari together, if this is a good idea, or do you think that this is just probably not the best idea? And do you think that Papa is going to be able to get through to Bakari and that Bakari will have a redemption story? Or do you think that Bakari is just beyond redemption at this point, or he just has a lot more work to do? Meanwhile, guys, go ahead and check out the next video from this episode where we're going to be talking about Tiff, Keisha, Emmett, and Rob. Until next time, peace.